What's up, guys? So this video gonna be about our little pro Redfish series debut with my buddy Captain C's here. Decided to get into the Redfishing tournament series again this year and represent thrasherlures.com. What's up? Boat trash can, look us up. Keep your trash out of the water, in your boat, be responsible, don't be an asshole. That's what we're trying to do.
Keep the waterways clean.
That's it. So this trip took a little coordination. I had a family engagement in Tallahassee. The actual tournament was in Steinhatchee, Florida, and luckily my buddy C's in Orlando, and took a little bit of coordinating. So
A little bit.
I had to drive separately. I took my minimal gear, went up to Tallahassee, and then it was up to this guy,
The driver,
to take the boat, the trailer, my Jeep, all the fishing gear, all the shit that we need for the tournament, everything, and haul it up and meet us in Steinhatchee on Friday. Was that Friday morning?
Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning.
For pre-fishing.
Decided to do some pre-fishing, and well, it was pretty shitty.
Yeah, it was an adventure. It was
cold as.
It was
I'll have to bleep
so
that out.
cold. So cold.
It
so
was
cold.
miserable.
We weren't ready. I was thinking that it was gonna be cold in the morning. I was gonna warm up. Sun comes out. On the way out, the wind was blowing not in our favor, so we got wet.
It was
Now
blowing straight out of the west, right into us. We had no way of getting any kind of cover or getting away from it. So we're in a little skiff, small skiff, probably in the whole tournament.
Yeah, probably the smallest one.
Yeah, and
that I saw.
We're out there trying to take. I mean, I'm gonna say there were some threes mixed in there.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
It was nasty, and
Nasty.
it didn't matter if we went south or north, we were gonna get hit. So
We got wrecked.
we got wrecked.
Pre-fishing was rough, no water clarity, 20-mile-an-hour winds, freezing temperatures, taking waves. I mean, it was
Miserable.
miserable.
But-
The key word for this tournament was miserable.
But we caught fish.
We caught fish though. Yeah. So we were excited.
We caught some good fish. So that was keeping us in there.
Couple fat kind of mid-20s reds that they were decent, they were chewing, it happened fast, so we thought, even though the conditions were subpar, but we had some confidence, at least from being able to go out there in an area neither of us have ever fished, and we were able to actually put some fish in the boat right away, even in those conditions. Gave us some hope, and we thought maybe the shivering and the chattering teeth and the freezing would be worth it come tournament day, but we got through it. We got through the pre-fishing. We ended up with I got an Airbnb, and it worked out. It was not the nicest place, but it was decent. We had a place for the boat. We plugged it in.
Place to sleep.
That's it. That's all that matters. It was a place to rest your head for a little bit. hot shower. All right, let me give you a quick tour of our room. And we're done. At least we can see the boat. All right. Back at it again. That was pretty much it. Shout out to
Karen.
Karen.
Karen was our
Karen.
Airbnb host.
Old Karen. Yeah. You know, bras were not required at this Airbnb apparently. We're not gonna get into that, but we ended up going from there. We dropped the boat off after pre-fishing, and we went over to the captain's meeting, which was at Sea Hag. What's it called? Sea Hag.
Sea Hag Marina.
Let's go, Caesar. Man, it did not look like that earlier.
No, not at all.
I wish it was that nice out earlier. And it was cool. The Power Pole Pro Redfish guys, they do a really good job putting everything together. It was pretty well organized, and the Yamaha guys were there, which was cool. They told us our motor was too old to be in the contingency, but that's all right. It's all right. They were nice dudes. We got to meet some of the other anglers and kind of talk about how terrible that day of pre-fishing was. So we kind of bonded a little bit on everyone that survived.
And everybody had pretty much the same day.
Same experience.
Everybody was cold. Everybody, for the most part, I heard everybody caught like around the same kind of fish that we did the first day. So we were like, okay,
yeah, we got a
this
shot.
can happen. We can do this.
I mean, no experience, and we thought, okay, well, maybe there's a chance. It was, it's all about the experience and having a good time and getting out there. And as long as you're safe and you have a good time, it's all that matters. But
we were sort of safe for the most part.
yeah, we were safe-ish.
We had a great time.
The Power Pole guys were out there. They were awesome. Shout out to Power Pole for sure. They actually hooked us up with a new remote and a new switch on the boat right there in person, like while we waited with the beer. It was probably the coolest thing.
He didn't even ask. He just asked about little noise that thing was making, and they went to it. And
bam.
They were awesome. They were probably like my favorite people we met.
Yeah.
They hooked everything up.
I mean, talk about customer service, dude. Like, holy moly.
For sure.
Power Pole's on point. Come tournament morning, we went in. I think we were probably a little bit more cold than confident, but we were confident.
Boat 44, Thrasher Lures, Zach Thrasher, Caesar Otero.
Close enough. Thrasher Lures.
Our teeth were chattering. My quad was like twitching nonstop all day. I
Pretty much mine.
could never get it to stop. We weren't really properly dressed. We weren't really prepared for the cold weather. Wasn't the smartest move ever, but we were layered. I mean, stacked.
I had probably like 5 or 6 layers on top. Zach let me borrow some pants because I didn't bring any pants.
I looked like the kid from the Christmas story.
Yeah, we were bundled up.
It was so cold. Our plan was to be layered up and then peel off throughout the day. I don't think I didn't take a single layer off.
There was no layers.
I mean, even when we were running and my hood would fall down, I'd immediately bring it back up. It was freezing. I wore my buff all day. It was absolutely terrible. But we were able to get out there in the morning. It was a negative tide, an area that we pre-fished. We showed up with this negative tide. We got to see all the rocks.
All the rocks that we were dodging the first day on pre-fish, we got to see. Little did we know, there was more rocks.
Yeah, lots of rocks.
Lots. Rocks are sharp.
Oh yeah. We ended up, we were drifting and about to hit a rock, and he saved my gel coat a little bit, but
Yeah, I didn't want the
sacrificed
rock to hit the boat to hit the rock, whatever. And I
sacrificed a finger.
put my hand down and sliced my finger like that much. I didn't even feel it. They were pretty much like frozen, like frostbitten.
They're so sharp, man. It was like surgical.
But yeah, it was super sharp, just
Nuts.
incision, like it was done with a razor blade. And I didn't even notice. I asked him if he was bleeding because I saw blood all over the boat. It was this guy.
Yeah, that was rough. And that's probably the first 30 minutes of tournament day.
Yeah.
So frozen, injured, boat dodging rocks, and we were getting a little nervous, but we ended up getting a red not long after that. And it wasn't the monster, but it was something. It was something in the live well, and it was in the slot, and it was worth keeping. And then we just kept fishing. We were grinding all day. I mean, just trying everything we could, and switching colors and baits.
And,
scents. It's surprisingly enough, I think the most productive thing we used was a topwater skitter walk, and I mean throughout the day. It was cloud cover all day, so fair enough. But I was really surprised with how aggressive the fish were on that topwater. I mean, we were catching. I think we got 6 or 7 trout that were all over 20 inches. I mean, just monster trout.
Trout are healthy in Steinhatchee.
Lost a really nice redfish that was on the topwater, came unbuttoned. We were out drifting the flats, working some islands, working drop-offs and changes in depths, and we even pushed up, a couple miles, it seemed like, into a creek. I mean, we were
back in there.
Yeah, we were pulling out all the stops, doing everything we could. Like I said, we were kind of the smaller boat out there, but we covered a lot of water. We fished our asses off, froze our asses off, and at the end of the day, we did end up having at least 2 fish to weigh.
Woo-hoo! Got on them today. We had a heartbreaker at the end, but we got a couple in the live well. We'll weigh them out. We'll see what's up. We ain't winning it, but they pretty. We got nice spots on them. Not monsters, but they'll do.
Yours was the prettiest fish.
Yeah, prettiest fish, I guess, because they posted mine on the site. That was like my first pictures of the post, of the power pole post.
There you go.
It was my fish. What?
That's something. I mean, if it was
I didn't win cash or anything, but
if they had a side pod, we would have had that shit.
know.
But oh well, it was overall, like I said, it was safe-ish. We had fun-ish. We caught a lot of nice fish. The fishery is awesome. We're so used to this East Coast and Mosquito Lagoon, Indian River area, and the water conditions over there right now are terrible, as a lot of people know that fish the area. So going and experience a fishery that actually has grass and has a healthy system, that it reminds me of the way our area used to look back in the day. And I mean, it's really cool to get to go somewhere new and explore, and I think we really enjoyed that aspect of it. It's just forcing us to try a new area, forcing us to explore. And long story short, TeamThrasherLures.com, we're gonna grind it out. You're gonna see more of us this season. We're gonna try to keep making some YouTube videos. We'll probably make some more here around our area, of course. I might do some how-tos. Now the C's just helped me out with some of the just filming and everything else. It's hopefully we got a lot more coming. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Hopefully we're gonna have some really cool content here shortly.
have some quick little videos, and we show you, what we're using. It's usually Thrasher lures, maybe a topwater or something like that. But ask in the comments what we're using. Most of the stuff you can pick up on thrasherlures.com.
Either way, we'll see you guys out there. Tight lines, cold beers, clean waterways.
Signing off.